I'm doing a lot better today. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. It's a combination of a lot of things. All the support. Um, my parents are here. Oh my God. They drove for like 8 hours, 7 hours, and they came here. And I don't know. Maybe I'm a little mama's boy. Maybe I just needed to like have some parents come by. Um, but no, I'm doing a lot better. Wow, dude, the vision keeps getting better. Like, what? So the reason I'm doing a lot better is they reminded me. Um, they reminded me that when you come from a I don't know, a place of scarcity, a place where you're used to losing everything, especially as somebody without a P. We're used to losing our sight every time. Um, we tend to focus on going from struggle to struggle. And a good mind shift is to go from win to win. So that blew my mind. So I'm doing a lot better. So if I just kind of switch my mind to win, dude, this eye, dude, dude. Like the sun is here, but I can see the preview so well. Like today with my parents here, I saw their facial expressions for I think the first time in years. And, they were sitting down and talking to me, and, just like my mom is like, going on and on. She had like great words for us. And she just stopped, and I'm just sitting there just marveling at how much detail I can see. like, and how the sun is playing off her hands, just all of those things, just off this eye. That's a win, dude. Wow. Wow. Like, I'm walking around when I take off my glasses. Sometimes I'm walking around, I'm like, la di da, and just like grabbing things and, all those things. And then I'm like, wait a second, it's a little bit blurry over there. And then I realize that I don't have my glasses on. Yesterday, I was using my phone and was like, this is a little bit uncomfortable. These words are too big. I actually reduced the font size on my phone all the way down and was like, this is a lot more comfortable. My acuity has gone up. It's been just a little over a week. That's a win. That's a win. Dude. Oh, that's so good. Like, man, so I'm trying to, and thank you so much to everybody who has like reached out and just gotten me out of this little hole that I was digging myself into, because it has helped. It's gotten me out of this funk where I was just focused on the worst. And something my mom said that helped a lot is that when you lose faith and when you lose hope, that's when you start to lose the things that you want to do. It's a little bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Like, if I think that all the bad things are going to happen, that's all I'm going to focus on. And probably make them happen as well, But how about we focus on how well this eye is doing? And how about we try and repeat that for whatever's going on with this one? Why don't we do that, right? The bubble went down today. It completely went down today. And wow. Like, the other thing I was thinking about too, I was like, you know what? If both eyes went really well, and it looked like this immediately after, nobody would believe me. I wouldn't believe me. This is truly truly unbelievable. like like every now and then, like I was walking. I haven't seen the shape of the coffee table in this house since we got here. And then today, for breakfast, I was walking over to the to the living room to my parents, and I was like, wow, this coffee table is oval? It's a glass coffee table. And, and I was like, I didn't even know the shape of this thing. I've been just kind of hitting it with my cane, and I'm like looking at it. I'm looking at the sun hit it. I'm seeing the entire outline of it. You know? That is measurable progress. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy, dude. So I'm trying to do the mind shift for myself, to focus on those good things, right? Like, I was having a lot of anxiety about what will happen tomorrow. Like how my visit with the doctor will go, would this be a bad thing? You know, would I find out the absolute worst ever news? And I don't even know, like in my head, I'm catastrophizing. I don't know what that word is. In my head, I'm making it worse than it would be. You know, because I'm like, what is the worst thing? Like, genuinely, what is... I don't even have it in my head what that would be. Like, what? Like, I go in there and they take both my eyes out. Like... But you know, like, I'm human, so these things happen. I'm human. This is a hard thing to do. So you do tend to make things worse than they are, especially when you want something really, really, really freaking bad. But I'm trying to be grateful. I'm trying to, accept the things that I can't change and just accept and love the things that are. Guys, I just noticed that there's a house outside this window. What? There's another window over there. Oh my God, have people been watching me? I was talking to one of my friends yesterday, and I was like, one of the things that's happening as the vision gets better is I'm realizing that I was safe in my little, tunnel vision cocoon, because I can't really see anybody else. But now as my vision is opening up, I'm realizing that there's other people around me, and it's giving me a little more, social anxiety, because I'm like, whoa, you're watching? I thought it was just me eating over here. What are you looking at? So that's something I'm gonna have to deal with. But that's a win. So, yeah. I just wanted to embrace that energy a little bit more. Just embrace that and just be happy about that, because, regardless of what happens tomorrow, right? And I think, worst case scenario, tomorrow I go in, they're like, this is worse, we have to operate. Or even worse than that, this is retinal detachment, and now we have to put the bubble in. That's still a process. That's still something that can be solved, Or worse than that, it worked for your left eye, and it will not ever work for this eye. There's no indication of that. But even that, my left eye is working. Or worse than that, it did not work for your left eye and will not. It's fine, dude. It's fine. You will find a way. We will find a way, guys. We will. All hope is not lost. And, if we lose hope, then we won't find a way. Because if we lose hope and if we lose faith, we're just going to give up and just kind of stop and lose our sight. And then what? Right? So, no, man. No. We got this. We got this. It's going to be good, dude. It's going to be awesome. I want this for so many people. I have not seen this well in so long. I can't believe this is happening this soon. And I think probably out of selfish reasons, I was so sad because I noticed how well I was seeing that day and thought that it was being taken away from me. But No, dude. Right? Like, no, I'm not embracing that energy. Um, so, yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, so the right eye, uh, it's still the same. Like, it's going in and out. Sometimes I see decently out of it. Sometimes I don't. I don't know if the drops are helping. It doesn't seem to be making a difference. I emailed Dr. Almeida, just kind of, told him everything. I was like, one of the other drops, we ran out of it. And I was like, hey, maybe like my left eye seems to be doing pretty well. Should I do both drops on both eyes and see? I'm waiting for him to come back. I also emailed him all of the papers that I had and was catastrophizing about, just to be like, is this real? Like, if it is, please let Akigen know. So that they at least have the data. Like if I'm the most melanated person that's doing this and the actual melanin does affect this, let them know. I'm no longer panicking about it as much because they're not panicking about it. Like, and it's been great because a lot of people with RP have been like I've been talking to in the past like 2-3 days. They've been like, oh, it's just fluid build up. That's happened to me before, dude. You okay? So that's been that's been relaxing. So I hope it is something like that, and I've been getting a lot of support, saying that there's a system and a process for fluid buildup, and we'll find out tomorrow. The doctors will let us know, regardless of what's happening. We're gonna find a way. If it's detachment or anything like that, it doesn't seem like it is. There's a way. I can push the flights out, all of those things. This is important. And I have to be grateful that I'm able to do that. I'm very grateful that I'm here. I'm so grateful for all the support and just the opportunity to be here. And just the fact that I'm looking outside right now with the sun on full blast, with snow outside, and it's not blowing me out. Like, I can see the building. I can kind of like see inside the window. What? That's a win, man. That's a win. We got this. Yo, I'm such an emotional roller coaster, right? But no, dude, I mean, what, would getting your sight back be just smooth sailing? You just some cool guy? Yeah, I just went. I used to be blind, but now I'm not. Nah. Nah. When you do extraordinary things, extraordinary things will happen. So yeah, I think for myself, I needed to make this, to remind myself that there's hope. Maintain the hope. Don't lose the faith. The faith is what gets you here. The faith is what gets things done. Okay, if you lose hope and you just sit down, right? Like if you're walking to California and you have faith that you will get to San Diego, and then at some point you're like, it's too far, and you just sit down, you're not going to get there. It's too hard. My leg is hurting. You won't get there. Like, it's true. It's hard. Your leg will hurt, but just have faith that you can do it. Like, it's hard. So, no. We got this. We got this. It's gonna happen. I feel a lot better. Thank you so much to everybody who has reached out and done that, and got me in this place. Thank you so much to my parents for coming. I feel like a little mama's boy. Mommy, Daddy, come save me. And I didn't actually. Thank you to my wife. My wife actually called out to them and was like, can you please come? And it helped a lot. They brought some home cooked food. I ate some ugali, some goat, some skooma, and that was nice. It was very comforting. And yeah, and just had some nice conversations with them and was able to get my good perspective back. Just to realize how wonderful this is. So I feel ready. I feel ready. And I feel like my birthday will be a good one, regardless of what happens. So this has been a great Sunday, and this continues getting better. So we have hope, guys. We have hope. Let's keep it, and let's keep the faith. Thank you so much for watching.